is up, my magic miscreants? Risen Dragon here with yet another fun deck tech for you, and today we are going back to mono red. And you might be saying, oh, come on, really? You're gonna go down that road? Well, the truth is we've always done some sort of mono red every standard cycle, and this cycle is absolutely no different because Ixalan has given us some fun toys to play with. So let's check out what those toys are. We're actually gonna work our way from the back onward. This is Ojer Axonil, Deepest Might, and this is the key, one of the key cornerstones of this deck. If a red source you control would deal an amount of non-combat damage less than Ojer Axonil's power to an opponent, that source deals damage equal to the Ojer Axonil's power instead. When it dies, return it to the battlefield tapped and transformed under its owner's control. Now then it becomes Temple of Power, and then if red sources you control dealt 4 or more non-combat damage this turn and activate only as a sorcery, we can transform it back. So this deck really makes up for, or this card really makes up for any shortcomings that we have in this deck, because this deck is all about pinging people. And let's get into it. First we go with Kumano Faces Kakazan. It's got the 3 chapters. Deals 1 damage to each opponent and planeswalker. Then whenever you cast a creature spell, it enters the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter on it. Important because it can affect this as well. And then we transform it, of course, into Etching of Kumano. And if a creature dealt damage by a source you controlled would die, exile it instead. Fun stuff. We're playing for Play with Fire, deals 2 damage, and we can scry. Tectonic Hazard is a common from Ixalan, and it deals 1 damage to each opponent and each creature they control. So it's kind of like a In the Festivities almost, but I just kind of feel it plays a huge role in this deck. And then we got Voldaren Epicure, kind of looks like Charles Barkley. When it enters the battlefield, deals 1 damage to each opponent, create a blood token. We're also running 1 copy of Light Up the Night, just kind of our finisher, so to speak. Cemetery Gatekeeper, this card does not get the love it deserves. When it enters the battlefield, we exile a card from a graveyard whenever a player plays a land or casts a spell. If it shares a card type with the exiled card, a Cemetery Gatekeeper deals 2 damage to that player. Again, non-combat damage. But that also includes us as well. We're running 4 lightning strikes, 3 damage to any target. Why wouldn't you? Scalding Viper. We're only looking at the first part here, which is whenever an opponent casts a spell with mana value 3 or less, deals 1 damage to that player. Okay, so again, pinging. Thermo Alchemist. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, untap it. We are running, let's see, 1, 2, 4. Yeah, we're not running as many. Yeah, we're not running a whole ton of them, but even still, we're running enough that we can make it worth our while. We're running 4 Mechanized Warfare. If a red or artifact source you control would deal damage to an opponent, or a permanent an opponent controls, it deals that much damage +1 instead. We all know what Ojer Axonil does. We're running 2 Sokenzans. We're also running 1 of the Hidden Volcanoes, 2 Mishra's Foundries, a Mirax, and a Demolition Field. When it comes to sideboard, we're running 4 Abrades, 2 Brotherhood's Ends, 3 Burn Down the Houses, 4 Curse of Shaken Faith, and 3 more Light Up the Night. So this is our big time damage mono red build. If you are not familiar with my channel, first time viewer, we do a best of 1, then we do a best of 3, so you can see how the deck functions in either one of those environments. So without further ado, let's get to the big time damage games. We are against Trevelocity for our best of 1 matchup. This is not a bad keep. We have Kakazan, and then we have the Epicure, and yeah, that's gonna get fun. We just keep pinging them. Going up against Trevelocity. Okay. Oh, it's a Mildev. Fun. Alright, cool. So that comes in as a 2/2. And I think we are going to discard 1 of the lightning strikes. Just because I want to find some land. Yep, got it. Boom. Screaming Phantom. What is deck all about? I can share that the next video we do is going to be a I'm gonna play that with fire. It dies. And then the Epicure. Ping, ping, big damage! Kinda, sorta. Not really. Alright, well, they're gonna keep drawing into their green sources. I'm going to say we're going to take the Screaming Phantom, and we are going to say no mas to that. Really, I think this deck just not what I wanted to see, but that's okay. And now they're trying to figure out, okay, if they need a blocker. If they decide they're going to take that out, yeah, that's okay. That's okay. We'll do that. And I think they're dead. No, yeah, dead. Okay, let's go to the best of 3. We are against Nerd Commando for our best of 3 matchup. They are a gold level player. This one's on the slowish side, but I'm gonna keep it just simply because we've got the removal and the mechanized warfare, so I'm liking this idea. We'll see what they're playing. Oh, okay. So let's do this. Soldiers, maybe? Gonna pass the turn. Virtue of Loyalty. Okay. Now I'm not gonna waste the Lightning Strike on a token. I'm not gonna do that. I am going to waste a play with fire on the token. They'll probably counter this, or put some sort of protection spell on it. No? Okay. Well, that's fine. I think they've got the commando, maybe? No resilient reinforcements? Okay. Consider this. Okay. They'll surveil and draw a card. Again, I'm a little bit perturbed about the open mana, so there's that. Okay. This time, I think I am gonna flash that in, because I don't want that slamming me again. Boom. Wandering Emperor, eh? Well, that's fun.
I am the Emperor of Kamigawa, and I will protect my
Gain a little
people.
bit of
I
life.
am almost sad to see you go.
Okay. I think I'll put that down. I think we ran out of gas. We ran out of quite a bit of gas here. And that's gonna be a problem. Because they'll make a creature. They'll, yep, and they'll
Until
cast
next time,
the
Jay. Guards, to me.
Virtue of Loyalty, as they should. Lightning Strike will do just fine. Boom. Okay. Well. What do you do, Nerd Commando? Another virtue of loyalty. Okay. Another... Oh, wow. Oh, my. This could be fatal here. It is. Oh, my. Well, then. Sure. I'll go 2 and 2 with this deck at least today. I'm fine with that. I am totally fine with that. Alright, so Nerd Commando is probably going to have to switch to a more control-type matchup here, because you're facing down some... there we go. Alright, cool. Facing down a little bit of a challenge here there, sir. Or madam. Or anyone in between. Alright. Kumano, yeah, that's a fun one. We're keeping this. Kumano into Golgari Epicure, always a good decision. Unless you have a spell pierce, that would totally suck. Plus, we have Ojer Axonil. Okay, let's try it. I don't think this is going to hit. I think they're going to counter this. Yeah, there's our... Oh, Virtue of Loyalty. Okay. And nothing on that yet. They can attack. I'm okay with that. I'll take 2. You've already taken 2, so... Okay. Nothing scarier than some open mana, but... I am actually willing to see what they do here. Okay. Let's swing. Okay. Yeah, let's block. Let's figure out what their block is first. Okay. As much as I hate wasting a spell like that, as much as I hate doing that, and you're gonna have your Wandering Emperor. Yep. Oh, Monastery Mentor. Okay. That's okay. Go right ahead. Boom. Take that. And you, of course, you have another land. You're going to get the Virtue down. That's to be expected. And now we're even. Untap and oof. Let's see how we do. Now we have some interesting stuff here. Oh, come on. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Wow. Alright. Yep. That just happened. That's okay. We get a land ramp here. That's kind of okay. That's big, though. So here's what we do. Do this. Do this. Because I think... Yeah, let's do math here. What? Oh. Didn't read the card. Okay, that was my bad. Alright. I think we may have had something there. I just completely misread the card, though. Well. Yeah, well. So is that like an Azorius aggro? Azorius something. Yeah, it's too slow. That's okay. I'm gonna ditch that. Epicure comes down. hold off on the Gatekeeper. Simply because I want to make sure that we have a something in the graveyard to target. Okay. I think this time we do put down the Gatekeeper simply because yeah, and we're not going to attack because I know that if I do, they've got the Virtue of Loyalty stuff there. Or they got something. No, they didn't. They didn't go for it. Okay. That's totally okay. I think I am gonna ditch this so I can get a draw out of it. Okay. I'm gonna do this simply because if they put down a counterspell, I'm not going to swing in again. I have not seen any counterspells out of them yet, so gonna assume that they aren't. That's not the style of deck. Okay, there's the Mentor. Okay, take some damage. Go for it. We have 2 of these, so first thing I'm gonna do. Oh no, 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 no. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this. Now. Yep. Yeah, non-combat damage. Okay. So, yeah, that's pretty boss right there. Is that instant sorcery activated ability? Boom. And counter it now. Boom. And now the question becomes, do I... We get him. Excellent! Let's go to the post-game analysis as we rank higher into silver. Okay, so the second match there, the best of 3 there, definitely saw what Ojer Axonil and the Thermo Alchemist can do. You can get a pretty big board, and if you have this bad boy on the board, then you can definitely make some noise with the mechanized warfare and stuff. We just have to be careful to read the card because it's non-combat damage to an opponent. Okay, not a creature. You gotta be careful with that. So, I really enjoy this build. Yeah, we don't have a ton of new toys with it. I mean, Tectonic Hazard and the Ojer are basically kind of the only toys we have. But I feel this card is slept on quite a bit. I mean, because you saw in one of those games, it really can make a difference. So I will leave you to your own devices on this. If you like what you saw, leave a like, leave a subscribe. And as always, my magic miscreants, may you always be on the play. And may all your spells hit the board. Risen Dragon is out. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday.